Hi everyone and welcome to Club 1 episode 12 of Rolling in the Isles, an FM20 British Isles Journeyman series with me, the United City FM. If you're enjoying this series so far, if you could click a like on the video for me, that would be amazing, just to help me grow my channel. It's the best way you can help a newish YouTube channel to grow, is to click those like buttons, and that helps me get seen by other people. So that'd be really amazing if you could do that for me now. But enough of that for now. We're in crunch time at the end of season 2. If you remember, we took over at Cobb Ramblers in the First Division of Ireland in the middle of season 1, and now we're at the end of season 2. The only requirement from the board this season was to not finish bottom if we could, and I think we've done a bit better than that, because currently with 3 games left we're sitting top of the table. We've secured our playoff place at the bare minimum, but now we're going to try and win the First Division title and go up automatically to the Premier League of Ireland. And we've got 3 games left to do it. You can see that after today we've got Galway and Athlone, and they sit 6th and 10th in the division, but today is the really big game, Longford, who are our direct rivals for the title, and they sit in 2nd. If we beat them, we win this particular division's title, because we'll be on 7 points clear with only 6 points remaining. If we don't beat them, then it remains doable for them to overtake us in the last 2 games should the results go their way. So it is all to play for. I'm really happy with how we've been going this season. In recent games, you can see, since we played Bohemians in the cup competition and unfortunately got knocked out after extra time, which was a great performance really, because considering they are currently top in the Premier Division of Ireland, I thought that was a really good performance. We then played Limerick and got a 2-1 win, and we'd rotated the side for that one, so our second 11 played and got a decent win. We then came unstuck a little bit against Cabinteely. They beat us 2-0 comfortably. We were never in the game really. We never got going on that one, just one of those days. And then we came back and played the bottom side of the table, Wexford, and got a slightly disappointing 1-0 draw. But again, we rotated the side because I wanted the side fit and healthy as much as possible for this particular match, because I could see that it was going to be important. So that's the recent fixtures. You can see that through the season we've had our inconsistent moments, but mostly, especially between May and the end of July, early August, we went on a really great run, and that was what's really helped us to get to the position that we are at the top of the table with 3 games left. So today, as I say, is Longford. There's not a huge amount to tell you about, other than the fact that we've been bailed out by the board a little bit, and they've given us a bit of money to clear the debt that we were in a little bit. You can see that we'd reached 78k in debt, and they've now bailed us out for that, which is really positive. So that will reset for the next season basically, especially if we go up. That will be important for us to be on an even keel financially, but that's good. So that's sorted. In terms of personnel for this particular game, we've got a couple of issues, but they're only minor ones really. Cronin is slightly unfit, but probably wouldn't have made an appearance anyway. And the other one that's not available today is Fleming, having been suspended for the next match. I think it was through picking up too many yellow cards, if I remember rightly. So he's come off the bench today, and Jamie O'Sullivan takes his place on the bench. So other than those 2, everybody's fit and healthy. So it's our regular side of the last couple of months. So that is Hunt in goal, Edwards at right back, Taylor at left back, O'Riordan and McSweeney in central defence, Buckley and Hurley in central midfield, with Turner on the right, Power on the left, Dunn and Murphy up top, with O'Sullivan, Lyons, O'Rourke, Kennedy, O'Connor, O'Driscoll, O'Leary and Doolan on the bench. So let's get into this top of the table crunch game. Can we win the title today? And see what happens. So in terms of team talk, I've tried to be encouraging but assertively so, and I've suggested to them, come on lads, win this one for the fans and seal the title for us. That's motivated quite a few of them, gained a bit of confidence here and there, and that's really positive. That's the sort of response that I was looking for. So it's going to be a tough game. We are at home, which helps us as we go into kickoff, which is a great help. We're in our claret and blue as normal, and Longford in the yellow. So here we go with the first opportunity for Longford. They go down wide right. Tobin on the wide right crosses it in centrally. They win the loose ball, but we manage to half clear it, and they pick up the loose ball again and come back at us, top of the penalty box. Long shot. Was that a tip round the bar? Or was that no, it was a post. It hit the post, I think. The goalkeeper didn't quite manage to get there, but it was a decent move for them with an opportunity at the end of it, but they didn't quite take it and the ball went out. So that was the end of that particular highlight. And we're in 22 minutes and it's a bit subdued, really. We've only had one shot ourselves. They've had 8 with 3 on target. They're dominating possession a little bit. It looks like we've been a little bit overawed by the occasion more than anything, it looks like. So we're going to have to pay attention to that. If by half time nothing's changed, and it looks like it won't, I'm going to have to put a bit of a rocket up them unless something happens here. Edwards with the throw in. They half clear it, but Buckley picks up the loose ball in midfield. Back out wide right to Edwards. Can he get the cross in? He can, to the far post for Power. Power into Murphy, back to Power, and there's the opportunity. We've been dominated in this first half. They've had more of the ball. They've had more of the opportunities, both taking pot shots, but also having some that were on target. We have hardly had any. And then just in the dying seconds of that first half, we kind of sucker punch them a little bit. And we take the advantage with Power on that left-hand side, getting a really nice goal. And we go into half-time 1-0 up. So that changes the team talk, doesn't it, really? They shouldn't need much encouragement, but with the title at stake, give the team a bit of a lift. I'll let the assistant manager do that. That's a good idea. Gains confidence again. We're going to leave it there. Everybody's healthy enough to go straight back out to the second half. See if we can carry that momentum on. But look at those statistics from the first half. We had 1 shot on target all half, and it was that last few seconds of the first half to take a 1-0 lead. Can we maintain it, though, in this second half and dig in and get a result? Turner on the right-hand side loses possession, though. And Edwards, our right-back, had gone ahead of him. So he was out of position, and there was the space that they got into. And Graydon made us pay for that error. On the replay, I think you might see that Edwards makes the run past Turner on that right-hand side. There he goes. And so we're now vulnerable behind Turner, who loses the ball. And Graydon runs into that spot. Moves a couple of people out of position, gets the ball out from his feet, and then puts a lovely shot into the far corner of the goal, and Hunt didn't quite manage to get a hand on it. Disappointing that we lost the goal so early in the second half. But here's an opportunity for us to come back into the game again. Buckley in central midfield, down that right-hand side for Turner. Can he make amends for his mistake? He doesn't. He gets blocked again. But fortunately, we pick up the ball in midfield. Taylor on the left crosses it in to Turner on the right. And the looping header didn't have enough power on it. And the goalkeeper gathers it for Longford. And again, we had some decent enough play, moved it from right to left, get a decent cross in, but that final effort on goal wasn't quite good enough. Free kick comes in for Longford, but the far post header was very wayward and didn't challenge the goal at all. 65 minutes gone. I'm a bit concerned about how the game's going. So after this highlight is finished, we're going to be making some changes, I think. So again, it's Longford comes in, but Taylor gets a good foot in and finds Turner, who sends it up top for Murphy, but he loses out in that tussle for the ball in their defensive area, and Longford regain the ball and come back at us again and find themselves at the top of the penalty box. Can they get a shot away from the top, or are they going to work it closer to the goal? They're going to keep possession, and they've moved backwards to keep possession. Nice keep ball there. Back into Graydon, back out to Dervin and Dobbs, playing good keep ball, and now out to the left-hand side to McCourt. Can he get a decent cross in? He gets a cross into Purdy. Good long-range header, but it hits the top of the goal, the net, and doesn't go in the goal, but hits the top of the goal. And that means that ultimately they're getting closer and closer, but they didn't quite manage it on that occasion, and I'm a bit concerned as to how the game's going, so I'm going to make those said changes. So it's Turner that's going to come off. He's not having a good game at all. 6.3, that's very unlike him. Hurley in the centre of midfield, not having a good game. Again, not particularly like him. The rest of them are on an average rating, really, but we're going to take Dunn off, and we're going to bring Dolan on for from fresh legs in front of goal, see if we can get that goal. But one last effort for those that are coming off, and did they pay me back for that? Oh dear. Turner's saying, if you're going to send me, take me off, here's what I can do, boss. And it's unfortunately an offside goal, isn't it? Power in the offside position, but a good ball from Turner didn't quite come off for him. But that's what he can do, but he didn't do it enough in the game. earlier in the game, so that's why we had to sacrifice him. It looks like we're heading for a draw unless we can get something at the very end of the second half like we did the first half. And here's an opportunity for Longford. Are they going to sucker punch us right in the dying seconds? Long ball forward, but O'Riordan wins the ball really well and sends it straight through to Dolan. Is he offside? I'm not sure about that goal. I think he was offside. Yeah, he definitely was. Great interception by O'Riordan and a good ball over, but Dolan had just moved too quick and found himself in that offside position. Again over the top for Dolan to chase though, and there goes the final whistle. Oh dear. Is that the final whistle? No, I'm not sure it was actually. It's not, it's carrying on, but there's the replay of the Dolan effort from before, and there's the final whistle. It's a bit confusing at the end there, sorry about that. But yeah, it was a little bit disappointing, wasn't it, really? It feels like the pressure got to us and we weren't really able to play freely. You can see that we got dominated in every key area of the game, really. And Graydon played very well to get his goal on an 8.3, and the rest of our lads didn't really reach the heights, did they, really? But that's the hardest game that we've got in R3, and we got a decent enough draw from it. So at this point, I will take it. So I think we should sympathise with the team. We'll do that. We'll let them sympathise with them. We won't be too hard on them. Try and keep heads up, really, leading into the last couple of games of the season. So, yeah, bit lucky to draw. I agree with that headline there. But ultimately, we did draw. Drogheda secure their playoff place, so let's go and have a look at the table again. See, we've still got that 4-point gap, 7 points back to Drogheda, and it's Cabinteely that look like they're going to get the 4th place spot and for the other playoff place. But we've got 2 games left. Again, we've got the opportunity to win the title in the next game against Galway or even Athlone, depending on which way round the results go. So what I'm going to do is come back and we're going to play the double header. We're going to do Galway and then Athlone in the next episode just to finish off the season. A bit of a double header and see if we can actually claim the First Division title in Ireland. So that's it for today. That's the game for today. A little bit disappointing, I think. I feel a little bit flat from that, but I shouldn't be really, because it was a really tough game against direct opponents, wasn't it? And we came away with a decent enough 1-1 draw, and our chances of winning the title are still there. So let's be a bit more upbeat, maybe. Okay, so Cobb Ramblers, we're almost certain to go up. We've got one more game, not one more game to play, 2 more games to play. We need at least another point or 2 just to secure that spot. Let's see if we can get it in the next episode. So I hope you'll join me for that. So thanks very much for watching. If you're enjoying the series, why not subscribe to the channel? Keep up to date with the videos. If you enjoyed this particular episode, please like the video. Please click that button. It really, really does help. If you're playing Football Manager yourself, I hope you're enjoying doing it. Let me know how your save's getting on in the comments below. But until next time, take care of yourselves. I will see you soon, and bye for now.